The future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of science. With this line, let us start the presentation on ceramics in aerospace. So, first of all, we would like to know what are the uses of ceramics in aerospace. First of all, ceramics are not simply a matter of future developments, they are vital to the current aerospace industry. While they can be used in a number of ways and to achieve several design and performance objectives, there are three primary applications for aerospace grade ceramics today, which we would be discussing later on. Other applications of ceramics in the aerospace industry includes brakes, bearings, seals, and other wear-resistant components such as armors for helicopters, electronic thermal management structures, lightweight optical components, for example, silicon carbide mirror, radiators, for example, cooling systems for space vehicles, and windshield coatings. The first advantage of using ceramics in aerospace is heat resistance. Ceramics are used to achieve total heat resistance. The heat insulating properties of ceramics have been known for centuries, and the materials are used for thermal control in everything from batteries, magnets, and semiconductors to insulating tiles within the aircraft. Ceramics have been adopted for various applications in the design of space vehicles, including thermal protection from exterior exhaust and interior protection in the form of insulation. So, the next advantage of using ceramics in aerospace we would like to talk about is non corrosive qualities. Ceramics are also used for their non corrosive qualities because both aerospace and aviation design and manufacturing involves numerous corrosive and potentially hazardous materials, including jet fuel. So, this type of protection is absolutely critical. Despite the effectiveness of current ceramic materials, metal corrosion is still a factor on modern aircraft. The next advantage of using ceramics in aerospace is because of its very lightweight. Ceramics are used in aerospace and aviation design and production simply because they are a lighter alternative to metals, smooth and typically free of any surface imperfections. This allows for greater payloads on aircraft, faster speeds for military grade jets, and longer deadlines for space exploration. And even there is more progress to come in this industry. There is no denying that the influence ceramics have had on progressive in aerospace, including the space exploration, defense, and commercial sectors. However, the use of ceramics has actually paved the way for the use of more advanced materials such as 3D printing, which is still a relatively new technology, which has the potential to introduce entirely new aerospace materials, product and systems. Now, what are ultra high temperature ceramics? Ultra high temperature ceramics UHTCs are a class of refractory ceramics that offer excellent stability at temperatures exceeding 2000 degrees centigrade, being investigated as possible thermal protection system materials, coatings for materials subjected to high temperatures, and bulk materials for heating elements. Broadly speaking, UHTCs are borides, carbides, nitrides, and oxides of early transition metals. Current efforts have been focused on heavy and early transitional metal borides such as hafnium diboride and zirconium diboride. Additional UHTCs under investigation for TPS applications include hafnium nitride, zirconium nitride, titanium carbide, titanium nitride, thorium dioxide, tantalum carbide, and their associated composites. So, what is that thing that makes UHTC that strong? UHTCs all exhibit strong covalent bonding, which gives them excellent structural stability at high temperatures. Metal carbides are brittle due to their strong bonds that exist between carbon atoms. The largest class of carbides, including hafnium, zirconium, titanium, and tantalum carbides, have high melting points due to covalent carbon networks, although carbon vacancies often exist in those materials. Indeed, hafnium carbide has one of the highest melting points of any material. Nitrides such as zirconium nitride and hafnium nitride have similarly strong covalent bonds, but their refractory nature makes them especially difficult to synthesize and process. Now, let us see a video on how microwaves heating up the ultra high temperature ceramics UHTC's industry brought to us by the National Science Foundation NSF.
2, 1, and liftoff.
Watch a launch like this, and you can't help but wonder, how do they do that? Make engine parts so durable they can withstand a fiery inferno? Well, those are no run-of-the-mill nozzles on the rockets. They're made of high-performance ceramics.
When you're trying to push materials to extreme limits, most metals will start to soften and give out at high temperatures. Ceramics are very stiff.
A key to building denser, stronger materials that won't fail or fracture under extreme conditions is the manufacture of ultra-high temperature, or UHT, ceramics.
It's defined as over 1800 degrees C in processing. That's extremely hot. Most people, you think in terms of red hot as 1000 degrees C. Good, excellent.
With support from the National Science Foundation, materials scientist Holly Schulman and her team at a company called CereLink are developing UHT ceramics using a new method that harnesses the power of microwaves.
So instead of the way food heats, which is based on the water heating within the food, we can actually make that work in ceramic materials to heat them internally and cause them to densify very quickly and with huge energy savings.
At CereLink, the machines they use to make the UHT ceramics still fire up to high temperatures. But rather than combining the heat with high pressure to push the atoms in the material together and make it super hard and strong, they use microwaves. It's a process called enhanced diffusion.
So instead of having to use high pressures, we are investigating the use of microwaves for enhanced diffusion, and then it can be done at atmospheric pressure.
The goal is to make the industrial manufacture of high-quality UHT ceramic parts faster and cheaper. Take this silicon carbide filter designed to strain molten metal. It gets extruded in an additive manufacturing process called RoboCast, then fired in CereLink's UHT microwave assist furnace.
So it's like squeezed out of a tube of toothpaste or Play-Doh that you can imagine, and it builds up apart in 3 dimensions. The firing by using our type of technology is much faster.
Faster, cost-effective methods to bring ultra-high temperature ceramics to marketplace. It's an idea that's heating up. For Science Nation, I'm Miles O'Brien.
So, what are the scopes for the future of ceramics in aerospace? We know that advanced ceramic materials are established in multiple viable applications in aerospace design and manufacturing, and their value will definitely continue to grow. Although some consumers may not realize it, but modern and advanced ceramic materials have been established in multiple viable applications in aerospace and aviation design and manufacturing. In fact, developers have obtained more than 8,000 patents related to aerospace grade ceramics since the early 1980s, with vast resources being poured into the research, design, and implementation of ceramic materials and products. This represents much more than an industry fad. Also, we know that composite materials are also drawing a great deal of interest among aerospace and aviation designers and manufacturers. Once confined to applications within an aircraft's cabin, composite materials are being applied now to aircraft wings, landing gear, engines, and fuselages. It's hard to say where the aerospace, defense, or commercial aviation industries would be without advanced ceramics to minimize heat transfer, protect against damage, and adhere to established weight limits. Because ceramic materials have had such an impact on these industries, it's difficult to imagine aircraft or spacecraft that does not incorporate ceramic parts. So that was all for the presentation, guys. I am Ritvik Das, a student of National Institute of Technology, Rourkela, and a proud member of the Indian Ceramic Society ICS team. Thank you, guys. Have a great day. Hope you liked the presentation. Thank you.